What's up, everybody? I hope you're doing good. It's a good day. It's a beautiful day. Thank you very much for stopping by. I really appreciate you. Thank you. I salute you from South Africa, Zimbabwe. Thank you very much, Namibia, for watching us. I appreciate you. Thank you for coming back all the time. I mean, I know you come to look for your brother. As much as it is for information, you also want to see it from your brother. So I appreciate you. Uganda, Kenya, Tanzania. Thank you so much, Ghana, Nigeria. Thank you very much, Sudan, Ethiopia, Somalia, Liberia, Sierra Leone, Angola. Thank you, Brazil, the all of South America, the Caribbean, Jamaica, UK, United States. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Before we start, I suggest you do this. Great stuff. Thank you very much. And also, if this is your very first time, I would suggest that you join us. Press on subscribe. I'm sure we're going to like each other. I mean, we want family, right? Let's go. So we're talking about Niger. You remember the story about Niger. If you don't know what's happening in Niger, I suggest you watch one of our videos here. Very, very enlightful. So what's happening in Niger, it's very, very interesting, guys. The Niger military rule has ordered French ambassador to leave the country. Yes. Bravo or not? Yay! The Niger military rule has ordered French ambassador to leave the country. Niger military leadership asked French ambassador to depart the country, a move further escalating the international crisis in a West African nation after coup that deposited the democratically elected president. So what happened? Very simply, what happened was they invited the French ambassador for a meeting with the new government, and he refused to attend. Within 48 hours, he refused. So yeah, please come, let's have a chat, let's have a discussion with the new government, the new leadership. He refused to go. I'm not going. Why? Because they've responded after they asked him to leave the country. Obviously, we all know the power in Niger right now. It's a military government that just took power over the previous government. So they're trying to make things clean, make things good. So they invited the French ambassador to have a discussion. The French ambassador did not acknowledge him. He just sat home, never reported, never gave any excuse. So they asked him to leave the country. They say he have 48 hours to leave the country. Now, the French people have responded. Fellas, listen to this. France's foreign ministry on Friday said Niger's putschists have no authority to ask its ambassador in Niamey to leave. How shocking. Yes, jaw-dropping. They said the putschists, they call them putschists. Putschist is a very derogatory way of identifying the power of somebody, you know, in the government. The putschists have no authority to ask our ambassador to leave Niamey. I mean, fellas, this is our country. It's not your country. Okay, our president, if he's our president, we've toppled him. We got a new president, at least a new leadership. So we're asking you to come so we can have a discussion. You say no. We are not going. Then we say you can leave our nation. You say no. You have no authority to tell us to leave. That authority can only come from a democratically elected leader. Is that a clap in the face? They say the ambassador's approval comes solely from a legitimate elected Nigerian authority. That's what the French said. So I don't know, fellas. I don't know how to... I don't know. So you've come to my house after I invited you. We decided to change structures in my house, okay? Then I call you for a meeting because structures have changed in my house. You don't acknowledge me. You stay quiet in your room. Then I say, you can leave my house. And you go, no. I'm not leaving the house. You don't have the authority to throw me outside the house because whoever is going to throw me can throw me outside the house must be democratically elected. But it's your house. I'm here. I'm going to put my feet on the table. I'm going to drink some water and open the fridge and drink some juice in the same time because I need juice in my country anyway. I mean, my stomach needs some juice. Oh, here's a banana. I need the banana to eat your house. But you can't kick me out because you don't have the authority. Nobody elected you. Your father put me here. Now, your father is no more. If you want me to get out, you need to go wake your father up from wherever he is so he can come and kick me out. Because he brought me in the house, not you. You have no authority. You may be the firstborn. I don't care. I'm not moving one bit. That's exactly what the French are doing in Niger. Then you wonder why you seem to feel an anti-French sentiment in Africa. Who does that in 2023? This is other people's country. They don't want you. It doesn't matter how they've done it. They do not want you. You can just close your embassy and go. Yeah, simple. You're saying, no, you have no authority to throw me out. Why are you so adamant to stay? I mean, you own France. It's a beautiful country. You have all the wealth and all the money and the power in the world, right? So why are you fighting to stay in the village if that's a village? If that village has absolutely nothing to offer to you? Why the fight? I mean, you've been there. We know that there's been 1,500 troops, French troops living in Niger, okay? So if Niger has nothing to offer and you gain nothing from Niger, why do you fight to stay in Niger? That's the issue, okay? People from Niger want a new country. They want a new life, a new future.
Nos vies. Donc on est prêt à vendre nos vies pour cette patrie.
Now, there's another news we know here. I told you the other day. The military leader, General Abdurrahman Chani, signed an executive order authorizing security force of Burkina Faso and Mali to intervene in Niger territory in an event of aggression. So, soldiers from Mali and Burkina Faso have been formally authorized. In case we are under aggression, you can come and intervene. Okay, for context of people, I know we love each other, we need to help one another, who do not understand what's happening. Niger, once again, it's a beautiful country in Africa. Please always put them up when I'm talking about these countries. Niger had been run for many years by various presidents. But the former president apparently was working for the interest of foreign nations and not interest of the people of Niger. While France benefits from Niger uranium for its electricity, Nigerians themselves live in obscurity. They have no electricity. They live in poverty in some of the most horrendous situation ever. The people of Niger say, you know what? We cannot continue this way. We've had enough. We need to take our own destiny at hand. They decided to topple the president. Unlike many other situations, they did not the president. They arrested him and put him in a corner. The ECOWAS country, which are these 15 countries of West Africa, have stood tall against Niger because they don't like what Niger is doing. They're saying, no, you cannot act in this way. Why are they doing that? Because the president of ECOWAS countries are most of them just dictators.
We are therefore not under the dictate of any extra-regional power or interests. Our interest is rather the protection of the rights of our people, with the objective of building a rule-based community and fostering peace and prosperity for all in our region. So while we are determined to bend over backwards to accommodate diplomatic efforts, we are not unaware of the true intention of some of the members of the military leadership.
They don't want Niger to get freedom because it would inspire their own people to stand up and fight for their own destiny. So what's the best way to kill that vibe is to go and crush the power in Niger. They've put together a military force that's been boiling to want to go to Niger and crush the power in Niger. Niger has now signed a contract with two different countries, Mali, as you can see here, and Burkina Faso, to protect them in case somebody dares to come and attack them. So what does Niger, Burkina Faso, and Mali have in common? Niger, Burkina Faso, and Mali have all toppled their presidents because their presidents were not working for the interest of the people. They were seemingly working for the interest of the Western nation. So these three countries have been very strong, very hard, very effective in trying to change things for their own people. And obviously, the colonizers don't like that.
Que la France condamne absolument, avec la plus grande fermeté, ce coup d'État militaire contre un dirigeant démocratiquement élu, courageux, et qui fait pour son pays les réformes et les investissements dont il a besoin. Et que nous accompagnons comme nous avons accompagné son prédécesseur depuis le début.
Pour dire à ce petit Macron de la France que le Niger nous appartient. C'est à nous de faire ce que nous voulons du Niger, ce que nous voulons, nous traitons avec qui nous voulons et comme nous voulons.
And more importantly, their own brothers that are submitted to the colonizer do not like that. Niger people have asked the ambassador of France to come and show up so they can have a discussion. He ignored them completely. Like, you know, I'm going to show you nobody. You calling who? I'm not going to, you know what I mean? Like somebody calling you just, yeah, that's exactly what happened. So they asked me to leave the house. No, I'm not leaving because you didn't bring me here. Your father brought me here. So I'm not leaving. Even though your father's not here anymore, you're not legitimate. So I'm going to wait until you have the election. You have a discussion with your cousins, with your brother. If they choose you, then I can leave. But in the meantime, I'm not leaving. But I'm not getting anything out of here. Nothing. I'm not taking anything illegally, and I'm not happy to be here either. My country is better than yours, but I'm not leaving. Let me know how you feel about this. It's always a great pleasure, fellas. Number one, Burkina Faso and Mali going to Niger to defend them against ECOWAS. Number two, Niger deciding to throw out the French ambassador 48 hours to leave the country. Number three, France's response saying that they're not leaving because the people of Niger government right now are not legitimate. They're nobodies. They have nothing to tell them. So when they say to you that these people are planning an attack, it shows you it's true. Okay, there are troops on the ground. They're ready. They're just waiting for you to dare. What will Niger do if France says we're not leaving? Are they going to go fight them in the embassy? You can't do that. That's a territory of France. So it means if you go attack them there, France can have a legitimate reason to actually destroy you completely. Because they're going to say you've attacked us, but this is a territory of France. You have no right to be here. Therefore, we're going to send our military and completely destroy you and reinstate Mohamed Bazoum, who is the ex-president. Thank you very much, fellas. Don't go without leaving your comments. It was a pleasure to read from you. God bless.